Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are here from Mindset Monday, and I'm here with my co-host, Dave Bergio, and myself. Dave, what's going on, brother?
Jonathan, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, likewise. So, had a, I want to talk about, we talked about separators in the past, and I think one of the biggest things that people can take away are some of the differences from very, very, very successful people and then your average person. And I think one of the biggest separators is that someone that's very successful is constantly adapting, constantly learning, and constantly improving themselves. Okay, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Like that's the truth. Now, when we want to talk about how do you consistently learn, how do you consistently level up, I will tell you that reading. If you look at the stats on reading, right, most people do not pick up another book after high school or college, and that is the overwhelming majority of people. Okay, overwhelming majority of people do not pick up another book, and I'm not talking about some fictional book that you're reading for enjoyment, right? I'm actually talking about active learning. Okay, and it's a vital piece to everything that you're doing because a book is what, $15, $20, $25, and if you really want to spread it out over time, you can read 10 pages a night, 15 pages a night. So I think that this is something I want to talk about because not a lot of people do it. And I started getting in the habit. I've always read, but I made it a habit. I made it, I do it consistently since 75 Hard, about 4 years ago. And I could show you, when I'm at my house, the bookcase I have. And this isn't just about me, it's about my team, right? Running a company, about my team. I pick books based on what I'm trying to learn, whether it's marketing, copy, sales, relationship building, running a business. Like I just read Good to Great. And so one of the cool things that I do is I bring in these books with my to my team that after I'm done reading them, obviously I want to read it first to see if it's good and what you can take away. And then obviously that's something I focus on when I'm teaching, something I focus on in meetings. But I give my teams the same exact books that have helped me so everybody is on the same page. Okay. And I do that on a weekly basis. I actually have a stack right there, whether it's marketing or sales, depending on what department they're in, that's the type of book I'm going to give them. And so what that does is it's not just me learning, it's not just me getting better. Okay. It's my team getting better. All right. And in turn, my company gets better. Everybody gets stronger. Right? You need to create an environment where you're consistently improving, consistently getting better. Like Dave, you still read, pick
I
pick your
pretend.
book. Yeah,
No, man, it's a must. And I was a terrible reader, like from high school and even the beginning of college. It's just something that listen, nobody in their right mind. There's probably few and far between that absolutely like enjoy it. I don't. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things to where you really have. Again, it's another habit forming thing that you have to do. You create the habit, and since then, it's habitual for me to read all the time. And it's not like reading's this brand new thing. This has been going on for thousands of years, right? Tons of books, even in business, the formulations of things that you're trying to improve on have been around for century or two or three, right? And you brought up that great point of getting your team and everybody in your company involved. That's another form of setting a standard, bringing a culture into your business. If it's working for you, and if you are, whatever it is, leadership, sales, and marketing, you know that you're getting value out of that. One sentence in that whole book could change everything, right?
yep.
So now you're having that ripple effect all the way down to the bottom within your business, within your brand, within your people, and it's huge, man. Like reading anymore, it should be non-negotiable. It's crazy how so many people get away from that after high school. Like, what's that stat? I think nobody really ever reads
It's like
again.
80. It's almost 80% or 90%. It's
It's
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, dude, again, like I hate to beat the gym analogy, but it's just like in the gym, man. If you stop going, you're gonna lose it. Same
Yeah.
thing with reading, man. Like your mind's gonna start to mush, so to speak, if you're not filling it with good in. Hey, a guy named Presley Swaggerty, a really great network marketer that I had the chance to meet one time. He said one of the best things ever. He's like, whatever you're putting in is whatever's coming out. You're putting good in, you're getting good out. You're putting shit in, you're getting shit out.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal, man.
Well, it's not hard either, right? Like, first, do you read in the morning or at night?
I try to read in the morning.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I make it a habit to read at night. It's usually, besides praying, it's usually the last thing I do, right? And I do it at night because it helps me actually wind down. It gives me that process.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning, I just want to force myself to get in the cold plunge as quickly as humanly possible,
Right.
and then go right into my workout. So the bottom line is, though, it's not a hard habit to introduce. Think about it. If you're watching Netflix or you're watching HBO, whatever you're watching, if you just carved out a half hour a day, or even start at 20 minutes a day, and just pick up a book at something you're struggling and you think you want to improve on, start reading 10 pages a day. And what I do, I try to gradually increase that, and then when I have the time, I'll obviously read more. But I make it like a mandatory. Hey, this is what I'm doing. And I will say this: if I do skip, you bet your ass I'm reading double the next day, because it happens. Like, you could pass out. I mean, don't do it while you're on 75 hard, but you could pass. It's very conceivable you fall asleep and you're sitting there, and it is what it is, right? So I will say that has been an absolute game changer for me, and it's led to a lot of wins along the way. And it's the same thing when you're trying to consistently improve, like your physical fitness. Okay, how do you do that? Diet and go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
When you're trying to improve your faith, show gratitude, pray. When you're trying to, strengthen the family unit, that's easy. It's just spending more time, making that time count. Okay. Well, when you're trying to learn, you're trying to get better, read into it. I think not a lot of people understand how much power and control that they have over certain actions to get better and to do better. And it's just putting in the time, effort, and that's it.
Yep. I would add one more. If reading something that helped me out to get more acclimated and back into it. I started this years ago, but listen to the audio version first, and then start listening to the audio version while you read, right? While you read the same book, it will kind of get you in tune to that a little more, and then it creates the habit to just dive right in, man. And for me, I get what you're saying in the morning, or at night, but for me in the morning, like I love that silence when everybody's asleep, and I can actually intentionally focus on what I'm reading for. So like I feel, for me personally, I get more value out of what I'm reading in the morning. So just my take on that.
I hear you. Well, like right now, I'm reading the Capitalist Manifesto, Robert Kiyosaki. Bought my kids a cash flow.
Nice.
Okay, goes into everything that we've been talking about, and I gotta say, it's crazy how much of that stuff is not taught in schools. So
wow, man.
Yeah, man, just step out of your comfort zone a little bit, push that envelope, and it'll take you places. For sure, it'll take you places. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Here's the deal: if this helped you in any way, shape, or form, please share it, like it, interact with it, get it in front of someone that needs to hear it. Right? All we're asking for is if this helped you, made you laugh, you learned something, do that for us. We do this every week. We've been doing it well over a year.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. So that's consistency, brother.
Exactly.
All right. I appreciate you guys. Dave, take care. And Financial Fitness Friday will be Financial Fitness Thursday this week because me and Dave are both traveling.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. So tune in Thursday. We're going to talk about active versus passive income. Take care. Kick ass. And see you on the next one.
Great.